We're here to talk through this challenging Tapa-Like Loop Saturday puzzle, which is called Fun with 1, 2, 3. It's by JinHoo Ahn, and as you can see, all the clues are made up of just the digits 1, 2, and 3. So to start off with, just some basic markings first. Since this strand can't be taken, the 2, 2, 2 requires these segments coming out of it. Um, Also, since this can't be taken, this 3 needs this. And now this strand can't extend this much, it will break the loop loop. Also, it can't go this side, so this get forced. And also now it can't get in here because there's too less space in this channel, so we need these two cells. Now, the crucial step in this puzzle after some of these trivial markings is to notice this. So, if this cell was crossed out, the space between these two, this couldn't be a segment. What would end up happening is either both these cells would be empty, which can't happen for the 2, 2, 3 clue, or you would have this, which is a 4 cell strand. So that's not possible either. So you actually have to have this segment, and similarly down here, actually, we can look at, so while I'm just explaining, it's the same step again. If this cell is, if these two cells don't have a segment between them, then either again, both of these are empty, which is not possible, or you have a 4 strand at least. So again, you need a segment here. So that gives us a little more progress on both sides. This 2, 2 clue can now be satisfied. Now what happens here with the 2, 2, 3 again is, let's say this one is marked out. It's the same thing that happens. You'll either have this or these two are empty. So this comes here. Now you know that this or this would be the 3 part of the 2, 2, 3. That means the other 2 2s, as we know, they would need to escape through one of the orthogonal neighbors. That can only happen here and here. So now this 1, 1 forces this, and that forces this, and we resolve the 2, 2, 3 clue. Now let's look at the top right corner and build up from here. These are all forced. Now because of this 1, 1, 1, actually it leads to these crosses. Now if this doesn't get into this area, then you would end up closing the loop here no matter what you do. So this has to come in and this has to go out, just looking at the counting of it. Since it's a 3, 3, 1 clue, this is a 3. And also because this needs a 1, the 1 can only come here, and this finishes this. And because of the 1, 1, this is done. Again, this extends because of the 1, 1, and it also can't get in here. Let's mark these off. Now, if these two join, you can see that the top left part gets stranded by itself. So this comes downward, and also now this part can't come in because again it will cause, either it will close or it will cause a odd number of loop strands. So this one also comes down, and again now this can't come down, and eventually these will have to avoid each other. So if this goes right now, it will be a length 4, so it will come down, and this 3 is finished, so it will come down further. Now this 3 is finished, so again this can't join, it will come down further. And since the loop can't go in here, this 3, 3 clue is done. Now this one cannot join because that will lead to a 2 strand, so this is the 3. Now these can't join again. And now this can't come down because that would break the 2, 2, 2. Need this, and we need this and this for the 2, 2, 2. Now let's look at the bottom left area. Since this cannot be taken for the 1, and this can't be either, so we get these markings. Why that's crucial is this part of the loop now has to go through. So we need 2 routes for it to go through. It can't actually go through here like this because that would break the 2, 2, 2. So at least one of these segments has to come out via this channel. So that actually forces this and also forces the 2 now to be satisfied. Now again, just using that same logic, what I saw here is if this comes in like this, that actually forces it to go up, and again these get isolated. So this portion actually goes in through here and extends forward. Now, if the one part of this 1, 2, 3 is here, that strands this. So this is the one part. Now, again, if this comes this way, we have an odd number of loop segments in this area. So this would actually go here. That's the 2 portion of this 1, 2, 3. Now, if this is the 3 portion, what um, what ends up happening is this needs to be the 1, and that would break immediately. So this is actually the 1 portion. So this is the 2, this is the 1 for this 1, 2, 3. Now the 3 of this is remaining. That can only, so if it's this way, you can see that this is stranded. So it will have to be here. So that finishes off the left area. This 1, 2, 3, the 2 portion of it cannot be like this. It will lead to a closing of the loop. So this is what's left. Now the 2, 2, 2 forces this. Now look at this 3, 3, 1. If it goes up like this, you won't really have a place for the 3 and the 1, because the 1 would have to come here and the 3 would have to come here, and that would strand it out. So leave it stranded, I mean. So this would have to come to the bottom. That also means the 1 and the 3. So the 3 part would have to take this. That means the 1 comes here and that finishes the 3. Now this 3, 3 gets completed. Just mark these out. This is the 2 part. Now, if this part of the loop comes downward, it would also need to travel left, which would break the loop. So this goes left. And also that means nothing can come in through this channel. Now you can see that the 3 part of the loop, 3 part of this loop has to be either at the top or via the left. So either way, this doesn't go up. If it's the left, then we can actually see that this also would have to come down and this would close. So that's a little bit of a look ahead. That forces this. And also now the 1 part of this 1, 2, 3 can't be here. So it would have to be here. That means the 2 part is here. Now this portion of it cannot go up, because that would be too much for the 1, 2, 2. That means this portion will actually meet either here or 1 step more further. Now this part of it, that means one of these has to come down for the loop counting. So if this one comes down, that immediately forces this, and that breaks the 2, 2, 2, because it would have to come up this way, or this would be a 1. So this actually can't come down. So this one does. Now this 2, 2, 3, if this part is not used, that actually forces, because 7 cells, you can only have 1 unused cell. It forces this, and that breaks the 1, 2, 2. So this one would actually have to come downwards. That finishes the 3 part of the 2, 2, 3. And since this 2, 2, 2 is completed, this gets forced. That means this gets forced. Means we just need to complete the 2, 2, 3 now. Now, if this 3, 3, 1, if the 3 part is the vertical, that will leave this part stranded. So this is the 1 and this is the 3. Now it's just a case of completing it. Since the 1 part is taken here, both of these are 2, and we just complete it. So a challenging Saturday puzzle. We looked at a lot of patterns, a lot of new things were used, especially this one. This corner pattern was very useful to get started on both of these corners. And then a lot of the avoiding the loop, closing prematurely, going around the grid. So we hope this walkthrough was helpful. Thank you.